People all over the UK like the bits of multiculturalism that make their lives nicer, like, for instance, foreign food. But nowadays it seems foreign people are not anything like as popular. Peter's lived in the UK for 12 years and regards himself just as much British as Polish. But recently he took his kids to the park, where they were given a stark reminder of how some in this country view outsiders.
Suddenly one boy, which was approximately 9 or 10 years old, said English only or something like that. He was very, very rude to the children.
This is a 9-year-old boy?
Yeah. And I think it came from his parents.
Official statistics from the British government show a steady rise in racial or religiously aggravated offences over the last 5 years, showing peaks, for instance, after the Charlie Hebdo shootings in Paris, leading to over 3,000 incidents a month. But between April 2016, when the Brexit referendum campaign began, and July 2016, just after the UK voted to leave, incidents shot up, peaking at over 5,500 a month. The abuse that some Europeans got immediately after the referendum results made headlines at the time. But the link wasn't made between those hate crimes and an official government policy of targeting illegal immigrants to go home. Now the United Nations, whose rapporteur has just finished a fact-finding tour of the UK, suggested the Brexit votes and political groups campaigning had combined to accommodate a growing culture of racism.
I think that the environment leading up to the referendum, the environment during the referendum and the environment after the referendum has made racial and ethnic minorities more vulnerable to racial discrimination and intolerance.
Many on the right of British politics have condemned her visit, saying the UN must have better things to do. The victims of racism would not agree. Of course, the vote to leave the European Union followed on hard from a stated government policy of trying to create a so-called hostile environment for immigrants. Many supporters of Brexit say it's not Europeans, but the European Union as an institution that they object to. But increasingly it seems to be Europeans and others suffering the consequences. The real issue is that while politicians say they make distinctions between illegal immigrants and people in the UK lawfully, it doesn't follow that the public will see the difference. Several thousand incidents a month reported to the police surely speaks to a genuine problem. Laurence, JAzeera, London.